My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to the Pyramid Ultimate, specifically a custom challenge here in Monster Train that we have to play as part of the Pyramid Ultimate. Earlier today, a Slay the Spire episode with the My True Form mod. I say mod, I mean modifier. It's one of the in-game modifiers. Went up on the channel, and now we have the Awoken Lead, Hellhorned Follow, Broken Vow, Volatile Spells. I recognize it shows the leaderboard here. So I kind of know how they went. I'm not going to use that information at all. We've got Broken Valve, and we've got Volatile Spells. Now, I did... I was asked by Alexa to help suggest a couple modifiers for Monster Train because I'm a bit more familiar with the game than he is. And this was one of the ones I suggested. To be fair and to be clear, you can read the logs of the chat. I said it'd be difficult, but it'd be on theme. It's difficult and on theme. Let's go. I mean, Awoken and Hellhorned as well, specifically with Volatile Gauge and Volatile Spells, they're pretty bad to have Volatile Spells on. Like, most other classes would be happier with it. Focused Growth, 2 copies of Welder Helper, and 2 copies of Vine Grasp here in our base deck. We've also not got the Last Divinity activated. We've got Seraph the Diligent as our final, Daedalus, and Fell. I'm also hiding all other players at the moment, so I don't see where people died and things like that, but unfortunately it didn't do it for the leaderboard at the start. Should probably go for the champion upgrade first. Let's do it. This is a concern. Revenge is Cultivate 1, and... the Sentient also says draw +1 each turn. However, drawing +1 each turn is great. Huge pickup. Very happy to have it. If you're not in a position where you're already drawing 8 cards a turn, energy is our biggest consideration at the moment instead. The Sentient here, the explosive one, it is one of the best late games. However, I'm not going to be able to target my own regen on it. So how am I going to provide healing to it consistently? It makes it difficult, right? It's one or the other here. It might still be cultivating, and the cultivating reason would be because we have the ability to use that to just tank up and give us benefits while we wait for something else. I think we'll have to do it that way as well. Demon units get multi-strike. Pyroot Mask is pretty good, but demon units get multi-strike, especially when we have Volatile Gauge. We're like immediately thinking, I want Alpha Friend, I want Demon Friend, and I would love to have a Consumer of Crowns. Almost enemy units enter with Spikes 3. We get an additional 75 if we manage to live through this. This is also, for what it's worth, Covenant rank 1. So enemies are stronger, but we have additional random cards in our starting deck. So we're going to have a lot more space to play than we otherwise might. While I do want to perfectly do this fight, I think getting that 75 gold very early on matters a huge amount. I also don't think I'm going to be able to perfect this fight even in a vacuum. Get him. We do want to set up as low as possible. It's got to be that way. Hey, it's nice to see Wanda be one of the train stewards here. Wanda is also taking part in this challenge. Okay, we know that the torch is just going to hit that target if we play it on the top line. Oh, we can just play a unit on the top lane now. We don't have to worry. Get him. Nice. So this is only going to be 2 instances of 3 damage. In fact, actually, they're going to take damage to the train suit on the next. That's only 1 instance of 3 damage to us. I'll take my extra 2 draw next turn. It doesn't matter who that heals. By the way, just in case you're not familiar with Cultivate increase the health, the damage and health of the friendly unit with the lowest health by the Cultivate value. I'm going to go for Focus Growth. It does hit the right target. I'm also going to Welder Help here. That projects lethal. A lot of our plays are going to be based around trying to get, at least here early on, around trying to get the Cultivate value to give us enough. Here's an unfortunate thing. Sting would actually be great if it weren't for the Volatile Gauge. Oh man, a lot of spells I can't really afford to utilize. Do I want to take a ritual battle that could target my enemy? I don't want to be clear. But what if I put the unit in its own area by itself? Is it then good enough? That is to say, what if I play a unit? Oh man, it's so little of the fight I get to utilize it if I have to play a unit and then have that unit on an empty floor by itself when I play the ritual battle. I'm gonna skip. We absolutely have to go to the Hellhorned unit. No way around that, unless it's available to us. Ooh. Well. Getting multi-strike on the Branded Warrior, giving it the ability to slay multiple times in a turn. Branded Warrior is going to need a little bit more health if it's doing that. Honestly, it probably just needs health and damage. Honestly, I could just give it both of these, and I think I will. Start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. I'm fine with that. I'm especially fine with it right now because I already have a plan of how I deal with these. So you've got 2 on your multi-strike. Here's what we'll do. We'll put the Sentient down first. Then I'll play Vine Grasp. If that hit the Sentient, it was going to buff itself to be able to kill the enemy anyway, so I was fine with that. But now that you have the lowest HP value, you're going to slay both of those targets. Just throw a Shiny Steward down there. You can get a lot of rage on that top line now. I'm going to go for a spell cast. Nice, that's all I needed. When the Well Helper goes in the middle, and I'm going to be able to get all of the enemy targets again. Middle? Yeah, the Well Helper. I'm fine with that. I mean, this turn I'm just going to try 2 times. Yeah, failing both times to heal the Sentient, but we already set up the end of this fight, so it doesn't matter. Try again. Hit the Welder Helper. Nice. Again, nope. Not that time. Ooh. love to see it. The bigger unit in front. Fast to kill. Unfortunately, we did fight them on the top line there, so we're not really getting many turns of boss rush. Glimmer doesn't need to be targeted. Great spell for this. Vent also doesn't need to be targeted, but I actually think I should take it as well. Ugh, didn't want to do that. I mean, there's already a dupe opportunity. Am I going to go capacity gem and then throw 2 branded warriors behind a sentient? It's not awful. It's just the difficulty in supporting the HP of the branded warrior is my concern there. I think I still will try. Okay. Let me upgrade the behemoth. Upgrade the branded warrior. The remains of Armageddon. Kill a non-boss unit would target my own as well. We gotta go for Most Blessed Sword if we're gonna do anything here. Let's dupe out another branded warrior. Alright, I feel pretty confident. So you come out with Rage 4. Rage is 2 damage per stack. So you come out with 33 damage. I just wish I had the ability to kill a Forged Disciple. Okay, I don't think there's any way we get around it. And then I'll leave a backup unit up here. That backup unit stands behind a wilting sapwood that's going to provide extra energy for us this run. I don't think I change anything now. Healing on that bottom line is going to be hard, but we do have the Welder Helper to provide some extra HP. It happens. And then this top line gives us a bunch of extra energy to be going on with next turn, so I'll get rid of 2 shiny stewards so I don't have to draw back into them. Reducing a little bit more damage on the sentient in the front line, as well as healing it a little bit more. We'll take a Glimmer to that field. Only got 1 wave remaining. I need to propagate damage to the back line, especially then. I can't play Vinegrass because moving the wrong unit to the front actually makes us lose. Obviously, the branded warrior to the front is an instant loss condition for us. Take another Glimmer out. And let it go. That's... wow. These are all really rough. I can't target anyone with any of these. I desperately want to. This is what I was talking about when I said that Hellhorned and Awoken, we're going to have a particularly hard time with targeting spells here. That's a demon friend. Found him. Still go capacity number 1, and then I'm probably going to go energy number 2. I look for another Hellhorned unit. I think I do. No, not needed. Split Anvil. When you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 energy for the turn. With Volatile Gauge, we'll have a lot of cards in hand. A lot of them will be high cost. I think we do just take Cultivate 2, and then we just continue going down the Cultivate line just so that we get healthier front line. They enter with armor 15. Ouch. Lift Reflector is going to be a bit difficult to kill with that. As soon as we get off the ground, we'll be fine, but it's getting off the ground in the first place that's hard. I still think I'm going to do it. I think it makes 2 of our rounds at the very start here a little tough, and then after that we're fine again. Like, I could just put the Demon Friend on the bottom line to delete the Clipped Reflector as one way to handle this. I'm not going to, but it is one way around it. Give the top line instead as backup. Second Branded Warrior. We knew we were pretty likely to draw it that turn. Great, and this is going good again. Let's drop a Focus Growth just in case it hits the right target. We'll drop a Glimmer, which guaranteed hits the right target. I like having the Wilting Sapwood as a defensive mechanism for the Demon Friend up there on the top line. This feels like some good lines to run. I'm trying to think about the next thing that will fundamentally alter my game plan. Not many things are coming to mind. Get one of the cool marksmen out front. Nice. Get them out front so they can't stay in the back line doing their damage the entire time. Not going to be that many rounds of combat there, so it wasn't going to be a problem for us. It's another pass. Impish Scholar. Ultimately, eventually, that could return a Most Blessed Sword, but it's still not a great hit. We're banking up a lot of money just waiting for something. So, remains. So removal. Let's start. You should probably consider just removing some of the garbage cards. When I say consider, I think we should just do it. Let's get 2 restores out of there. Do I have a... I do have a Merchant Trinkets in the next area as well. That's health, but I want 25. Thank you. Get multi-strike again. It's just good damage. And you know what? I think I actually will go through and pop the rest of these out here. I'm gonna stop there for the moment. I can do more removals in the relic store if I need to, but obviously I can't unremove and get the money back. Sower of Sorrows is attacking with sweep in this fight. Sweep's gonna clean up both of those branded warriors pretty quickly. Probably take about 3 rounds to kill all of the branded warriors after the cultivate triggers have gone off of them. Non-boss enemies gaining additional damage is actually also pretty rough here because we don't have much health gain. I think I don't take this gold. I would have loved to be clear. Don't think I can. Not being able to play both of the brand of warriors here is pretty rough. Hopefully I can still vent though. And that glimmer's also really good for that bottom line as well. The more cards we remove from the deck, the easier it is to get to cycle back to our next deck. We are now in our second draw of this deck. And it could not have been a moment too soon. These will also serve to sap up a little bit of the Sorrow of Sorrows lifesteal. Got him. Yeah, this is what I was concerned about, whether or not we were being able to get over him here. Looks like no. That's fine. Got back up on the top line. You can go most blessed sword. Just cast a bunch. Ooh, nice. We actually got the heal on the top line as well. I'm really glad we have this as backup. We were probably out right there if we didn't. Draw -2 next turn and get +1 energy for the rest of the battle is pretty good. I would play this. No, but I have so many minions. I'm a minion heavy deck. I can't afford to play this. Because in the first cycle is when I need to play it, and the first cycle I need to focus on generating these minions already. That actually hurts as well. Double the amount of rage on friendly units is not targeted. Trinket. 7 energy on the first turn of battle. Guarantee that we get to play basically everything out. Thank you. Spells we consume have a 50% chance to be discarded instead. I mean, look, I don't really care about the last stand cycling 50% of the time. I care about it cycling 100% of the time or 0. Reroll. The start of the turn, add a Vinegrass spell with Purge to your hand. Absolutely useless for us. Friendly units get +5 health, I think is probably the better upgrade here for us because I'm pretty soon... I was about to do it instantaneously there for effect, but pretty soon I'm going to start removing these stewards. There's got Mind Grasps in the deck I need to remove as well. Let's get those out. So I don't really have any more spaces for minion upgrades. I'm glad to see a Merchant of Magic though. I'd like to remove Consume on the Rage card. Mm-hmm. Gosh. Sentient. Branded. The problem we're about to run into is these enemies are going to have so much damage on them. I think I'm just going to trash some units here on the bottom line. Loosen up the deck cycle. We need to get some more slays up here on the top line as well to be able to set off the last stand, doubling the amount of rage on the friendly units. But unfortunately, we've been cutting off access to the top line because I was scared. I just need to play the last stand now, I think. Uh-oh. This is actually really bad. The demon friend is going to prevent anyone from coming to the top line to do anything. And I thought I needed it because I needed to soften them up before they came to the top line, which might still be true, but it, you know? Got 5 more turns. I don't think I can play last stand. Youch. Sometimes all there is to say is youch. It won't kill all of these, thankfully. Save some health on it. It's not gonna. Also draw 2 more cards next turn, I guess. I don't even have 2 more cards to draw next turn. I've only got 6 cards left in the deck at this point. Yay! We got rage. More than none, baby. Barely, but technically true. You were the right target there, at least. Well, now we need this to do as much damage as it can to our enemy. Good, we got that heal. Whew! Boy. That was a push right there. Yikes. Unleash the Wildwood I want, because obviously I need some health support for the Sentient, but I need less in the final fight, and Dark's last stand is feeling really good, right? I have to take it. No, you take the thing that you have to take, and then you can consider the things that you want. Okay, consume removal honestly already means that we've got as many copies of this as we want. So we're gonna cost decrease, unleash the Underwood. The reason I'm doing this is because the cost decrease applies after the randomization from Volatile Gauge. Roll. Yeah, none of those have a double stack effect. Plus 10 on Glimmer always feels pretty good. I consume remove on the Most Blessed Sword as well. I should have considered that. I can make one of the Branded Warriors mini, or I can make the Demon Friend very small. Small. And smaller. The big reason to win Smollen right there is because it means with the guaranteed dupe that we have in the final position, right here, we'll have the ability to put more of those out on the field. Start a battle ending with some heritage floor. Yes, actually, I want them to. Because I need them to help me buff my damage. So, Sentient, Branded Warrior, Branded Warrior. Team Sapwood with a demon friend behind. Just start working down their HP. I'm fine if we don't kill him. I kind of prefer it. Let's double their rage. And we'll just be doubling their rage basically every turn. We'll use Unleash the Wildwood to get heals on the Sentient when we need them. Which actually might just be right now. No. I want to get the slays on the Branded Warriors here, obviously. Okay, so what does that mean I do this turn? It means I get as many minions out of my hand as I can. I don't want to draw back into them. Let's also slow down the resolution of this just a little bit. I do apologize because there are probably some people here watching who are not as familiar with Monster Train as I am. Been trying to ride the line a little bit there, but naturally a bit imperfect. So every time they get hit, that is to say the Sentient in the front line gets hit, we are providing +3/+3 to the lowest HP character on the floor, which, you know, alternates between the two Branded Warriors. And then when they slay, they are giving 3 rage to all of the units on that floor, including themselves. So that's why we have the ability to just constantly last stand, and like our damage is 172 on a 0 damage unit, exclusively from slays. Unleash the Wildwood is really what makes this work. Without Unleash the Wildwood, I don't think I'd be able to do it. I was going to have to find some other plan for how I was going to support the HP of the Sentient. It was going to be pretty ugly. All right. That'll do okay. I think that might be enough damage. 7,902 times 2 on strike. Yeah, I think that might just be enough. Can't take any of those. And don't want any of those. Here's the ultimate question, though. Do I want another demon friend? Or do I want another last stand? Sidebell summoned 4 random units from your deck to the middle floor. No. I should try and save as much money as possible, because that's a... Rage adds an additional damage per stack. I still have to take that, by the way. I'm going to try and save as much money as possible, because that's actually a win con. Oh, sorry, a score con. Look at this. So the first spell card we play each turn is going to get consumed here, so I'm going to have to try and play around that very specifically for the last stands a little bit. So on turns where I have the ability to play no spells, I'm probably just going to take that chance. Well, you gave me 2 Vengeful Shards of weird costs, so I'm going to have to take Pyre damage here. I have no choice. I can't actually avoid it. Oh, Demon Friends near the bottom of the deck as well. That's really rough. I really don't want those to get to the top. Glimmer. We've got 2 more self-mutilations and then maybe another welder helper here. I'm gonna need to get some slays on that top line as well. I don't think it's time to start playing him yet. Basically next round it will be though. Okay. Random aimless heal sets up for a double rage, and a full heal to my units on the floor. Okay. We got double rage 2 times again in this hand. It's over. Play that out for 2. Use and consume Vent, decreasing the cost of last stand. Heal him back up. The randomization on the costs, the blights and stuff here was really rough. Oh, that's hilarious. We don't actually have... Oh, that's so annoying. If we had any of our AoE cards here, so Most Blessed, I guess, is the only one. But if we had it, we'd be able to kill the Seraph right now. Unfortunately, now we have to wait many more waves to be able to do it. Look how much damage they did. I was supposed to buy us so many free rounds. Ah, well. Honestly, don't think we're going to win in terms of score here. Because I've already seen Ritos, right? What was it, 40? I need to minimize the damage I take now. It's just real hard. Setting up really high and constantly taking these mutilations is pretty bad. I felt like I needed it, but maybe I should have done this floor and this floor, the bottom 2. No, because we didn't get a good enough draw to be able to do that. We were going to let a Gilded Wing through to the top if I did that. Yeah, in retrospect, I think I stand by it, actually. We'll do it. I allowed myself to take 3 damage here just because I wanted to get the biggest number. Because if you're not winning joy percent, what are you really winning? All right. Honestly, I don't think I did anything special in terms of score. That was just obviously, you know, like a good rage run. Yeah. This is not going to do it. Does that put us 5,000 behind Rita? Well, I mean, turn the player names back on, thank you. Yeah? Yeah, it is. What'd you do, bud? Branded Warrior, same. Demon Friend as well. You went Spikes and Endless, and you went for a large version of it. You just put them on their individual floors by themselves with their multi-strike. Right, so you just sent big units out. Same with the last stands as well. Ah, you went Wildwood Tome also. I can see how that would work. Nice. A good run, obviously, is, yeah, had the ability to take all except for one of the challenges there, but you did take 22 damage in the final fight. Similar to us, though, but also had a 5-turn boss rush, which means he killed the Seraph just before the end phase began, which is exactly what we were set up to do if we had have drawn our AoE card. And that also gave plus 50% to the score from that. It's about 5,000. It's about the difference between Rito and I. Oh, damn it. Oh. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. That's been a pretty good run. I'm happy to take a second here. This has been the Pyramid Ultimate, obviously Monster Train individual, but the Pyramid Ultimate at large. Again, you can find all the links in the description down below if you are curious as to what the Pyramid is, or you didn't happen to catch the draft. I'll also be leaving in the description down below the channels for all of my competitors here in the Wholesomeverse doing the Pyramid Ultimate. Feel free to go and visit their channels in order to see their runs as well. It's the most engaging way to play along with the series. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.